How to love the sinner and hate the sin. 5 easy steps. 1. Make sure the sinner knows how you feel about their lifestyle choices. Silence is considered tacit approval. Seize every opportunity to remind them your God says they are going to hell. Don't be fooled into polite dinner time conversation. The devil is in the details. Structure your entire relationship around opportunities to ask them to change. Ask them, don't you think this is just a phase? Ask them, why do you have to find your identity in a word? Remind them your word says they are an abomination. You can't change that. It's not your fault. God said it, not you. 2. Pray with your vote. Religious freedom means never having to say you're sorry. You can still love people and take away their rights. Trust me, we've been doing it for years. Resist all attempts to allow the sinner equal access to the legal and social benefits you enjoy. You don't want them to think they deserve it. Let's not reward deviants and perverts. Put signs in your yard, letting the whole world know that you're voting no on marriage equality. It's much more polite than a banner that says, God hates fags. 3. Ask the sinner to meet for coffee. Tell them you're concerned for their salvation. You wondered if they would do a Bible study with you. It just so happens to be in Romans. Ask them if they're a practicing homosexual. Ask them questions you wouldn't ask your closest friends. If they don't want to answer, tell them you should have thought of that before you chose to be gay before you go. Let them know that all sins are equal in the eyes of God. Bestiality, child pornography, mass murder, voting Democrat. It's all the same when viewed from above. You're only saying this because you love them when they stop meeting you for coffee. Remind yourself that this is not your fault, that the gospel is offensive and calls us to sacrifice, and the gospel must have been a bit too pricey for the sinner. Put them on your prayer list anyway. There's not a heart that God can't change when you see them in the grocery store. Say hi. Try to ignore the bags under their eyes. Ask them how they've been, but don't wait for an answer you don't want to know. 4. Under no circumstances should you ever attend their wedding, even if the sinner is your child, especially if the sinner is your child. Being there would just send the message that you approve of their lifestyle. When you are SVP, say something like, Dear friend, I regret to inform you that I will not be able to attend as I do not believe in celebrating sin. Yours respectfully. Let everyone know why you're not going, but do send them a gift, a Bible. Highlight important passages in Leviticus and put a bookmark in the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. If they never speak to you again, this is not your fault either. People hated Jesus too because he spoke the truth, just like you're doing when you love the sinner and hate the sin. 5. If they commit suicide, well, at least you know where they're going. At least you can tell their family at the funeral that they got what they deserved. When you lay your head down at night, quiet your demons by imagining how pleased God must be with you and all the crowns you'll get in heaven for your refusal to water down the gospel. Don't think about them popping those pills or tying that noose or crashing that car. Don't think about desperate last-minute phone calls, bodies crumpled on bathroom floors, children sleeping in alleyways. We live in a sinful world. There will always be suffering. You can't be held responsible for theirs. You were just speaking the truth in love. Close your eyes. Say your prayers. Good night.